Hello, everyone, and welcome to Essential Oils Made Easy. My name's Wendy Kohler, and I am an essential oil specialist. I'm a mother of two, and I am a physiotherapist, retired actually. I've worked in healthcare for over 10 years, and I made the switch to teaching people about natural health about 4.5 years ago. And ever since then, I've been teaching people just like you how to take care of their health in a natural way. Today's topic, we're covering the basics of essential oils so that you can learn how to integrate them and use them in your daily life for your physical and emotional health and wellness. If you've been working with me, then you've probably received a little sample of oil, maybe a guidebook and some instructions. And whether you have or you haven't, you're gonna love what you learned today. There is obviously something that has brought you to essential oils. Maybe it's that you're looking for other options. Maybe you've tried everything else, or maybe you're just curious because you've heard about the millions of people that are using them on a daily basis. Or maybe you've been using another brand and are ready to take the next level, the next step up in your health with the largest, most tested, most trusted essential oil company on the planet. I am here to help you. So I got started 4.5 years ago. My husband had really bad eczema and allergies, and a friend gave me some essential oils to try, and they worked. They helped his allergies, they reduced his symptoms, and we didn't know it at the time, but within a couple of weeks, his really bad eczema on his hands had made significant improvements. And I'll show you a picture a little bit later, but you're going to be shocked at the amazing results that we had. It might be helpful for you if you downloaded or quickly paused this recording and uploaded this handout to follow along with. You can just go to bit.ly/essential oils made easy for your handout to follow along with. So the intention today is really to empower you guys. I'm going to teach you 3 cool things about oils, 3 ways to use them, and then I'm going to show you how to get them into your home, because if you don't have them, they don't work. I want you to pay attention throughout, and you are welcome to write any answers in your chat box of what you're answering along the way. So the first cool thing about doTERRA essential oils is that they're 100% natural and safe. There's nothing added to the oil and nothing taken away from the oil. They're just simply pure essential oils with no side effects or addictions. They're safe for babies and children and adults and even the elderly. Oils are extracts from plants that have amazing health benefits, and a pure essential oil is 50 to 70 times more powerful than the herb form. 1 drop of peppermint essential oil is the equivalent to drinking 28 cups of peppermint tea. So they're really potent. We grow peppermint in our backyard, and the oil is far more potent than eating a leaf of peppermint. To help people understand how powerful and potent they are, when I give out a sample, I love giving out peppermint. And what I do is I get people to put a drop in their hands and then rub them together and inhale. And I also get them to dab a little bit on the roof of their mouth or on their tongue so that they can get the oral experience of the peppermint as well for the potency. Now, I do want to tell you that if you ever get an essential oil onto a place that feels uncomfortable or it's too much of an experience, too intense, what you're going to do is apply a carrier oil to the area. So you don't wash it off with soap and water. You just use a carrier oil like coconut oil or even olive oil will do the trick, and you rub it on that area so that you can dilute the oil. I love fractionated coconut oil because it doesn't leave an oily residue, and it's great for your skin anyway. What I love about our essential oils with doTERRA is that they are CPTG. They have a standard and a certification. It stands for Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade, and it means that these oils are completely pure and potent. Pure means that there are no foreign contaminants or fillers, and potent means that each plant was grown in a part of the world where the plant grows best, resulting in the absolute best chemistry for that plant. When you have the ideal natural chemistry, the essential oil extracted does exactly what we want it to for our health, okay? Peppermint is an essential oil that is energizing, it's uplifting, it promotes clear breathing, it cools down the body on a hot day or if you're having any flashes. And a lot of people use this oil for head tension or headaches or any kind of ache and pain throughout the body. It's a wonderful oil to soothe digestion as well. So the first cool thing about doTERRA essential oils is that they are 100% natural and safe. There are no side effects and addictions. The second cool thing about essential oils is that they're more effective than many modern approaches to health problems. And you might be thinking, what? I don't get it. Really? So first, if you are a healthcare or a medical professional, I just want to let you know that what I'm going to go through right now might sound a little elementary to you, but most people don't have the same medical training or the same healthcare training that you do. So I'm really going to have to simplify things so that everyone understands. I'm going to take it back to grade 10 biology and let you know a little bit about the cell and how it functions. So you can see that cell on the page there. And if we all know that cells have an oily cell membrane. The cell membrane protects the cell. It's what keeps all the good things in and the bad things out. Now, two of the things that are harmful to our cells are bacteria and viruses. Bacteria usually form on the outside of the cell. You can see that little squiggly purple drawing. And viruses duplicate their DNA on the inside of the cell, that orange structure. All you have to really remember, friends, is that bacteria are on the outside and viruses are on the inside. So let me break this down to you. Let's say we went to the doctor and you had a bacterial infection. What would they recommend for you? They would probably give you an antibiotic, right? And after taking that antibiotic for 5 or 7 or 10 days in most cases, it would probably clear up the infection. But that often comes with wreaking havoc on your gut, your hormones, and your immune system. Now, if you had a virus like a cold or flu, what would the doctor say to you? They'd likely say, go home, drink lots of water, get some rest, and let it run its course. The reason why is because most of the modern recommendations are water-based synthetic agents, and they frequently come with side effects and addictions. Water and oil don't mix. So if the recommendation from your doctor is water-based, it will have a really hard time penetrating through that oily cell membrane and stopping the duplication of a virus. Essential oils, though, are different. They are oil-based, which means they can permeate that cell membrane. They can work on a cellular level without side effects or addictions, and they can combat bacteria on the outside of the cell and prevent the duplication of viruses on the inside. That's why they are often more effective than the modern approach to health problems. So that is the second cool thing about essential oils, that they are often more effective. Now, On Guard is doTERRA's essential oil blend that supports and promotes a healthy immune system function. It's one we use all the time in our family, especially with our young kids, and especially during times of high stress or high threats. Like, you know, in the winter when everybody's coming down with something, On Guard is a daily staple for us. You can soothe a sore throat, you can diffuse it in the air, you can use it in your cleaning for non-toxic cleaning options that are highly powerful to get rid of what's threatening you. You'll also find On Guard in our green cleaning line because it's that powerful. And there have been studies done with Johns Hopkins University on the effectiveness of On Guard essential oil blend specifically in combating icky things in the hospital settings. So the third cool thing about essential oils is that they are cheaper than traditional medical care. They're more affordable. Let me explain to you. If you are in the States, you pay for your medical care. If you're here in Canada, you usually don't have to pay to go to the doctor. You don't have a copay, okay? But if you did, if you're one of my American friends, that's a significant cost each month. Now, let's just say you're in Canada or somewhere around the world that has free healthcare. Free, although we know that means we're paying a lot of taxes for that. If your doctor gave you a prescription for an antibiotic, I wonder how much that would cost for you. Maybe it would cost $20. Maybe it would cost $0 because you even have a work plan that covers it. So now let's pretend that your medical care is free and your prescriptions cost you $0. I want to tell you that essential oils are still cheaper than those free options. And here's why. When someone in my family has something like an ear infection, we rub 2 drops of lavender and 2 drops of tea tree around their ear and we put them to bed. 12 hours later, that ear infection is cleared up. It costs us about 64 cents for that solution. Now, whether you have a $20 copay for your prescription or $0 because you live in a country that has free medical care and you have full coverage, essential oils are still less expensive than the gas that you pay in your car to go to the doctor's office. Now, that's not even including the half day of work you might have to take off for this emergency. And we also haven't taken into account the fact that antibiotics harm your good gut bacteria. They harm your gut, and that you might have to buy extra probiotics for, well, people say 2 weeks, but really, folks, it's 6 months to 2 years to fix the damage. That costs more than the 64 cents to help an ear infection in my household. So we save hundreds of dollars a year in medical costs because of the essential oils we use. You cannot afford not to use these natural solutions and to have them at your fingertips, especially in the middle of the night when something goes on. And that, my friends, is why essential oils are cheaper than traditional medical care. So that is the third cool thing about essential oils, that they are more affordable or cheaper than traditional medical care. I spoke to you quickly about lavender for an ear infection. Lavender is like our Swiss Army knife of essential oils. We use it for sleep and stress and skin and so many things. It's calming and soothing. It helps us to rest and relax. And it's actually a natural antihistamine. In the summer, we particularly use it on bug bites to take out the sting. We use it for allergy season, and we use it for any kind of skin issues like sunburns, etc., or scrapes and abrasions. So just to recap the 3 cool things about essential oils, they are 100% natural and safe. They are often more effective than modern approaches to health problems, and they are more affordable than a traditional medical approach at pennies per dose. Now let's dive into how and on earth do we use these things? So there are 3 ways to use essential oils. The first way is called aromatically. And what I want you to do right now is take your finger, your forefinger and your thumb, and pinch the bridge of your nose where you might wear glasses, okay? Right underneath your fingers is your olfactory nerve. All right, take your hand out. This nerve, the olfactory nerve, sends messages to the limbic system in the brain, which in turn sends messages all over the body. Sometimes people think it's kind of hokey to say that essential oils can affect your whole body. I mean, aren't they just pretty smells? But let me illustrate how powerful smell and the olfactory nerve and the limbic system can be. When you go to the dentist and you're going in for a procedure, let's say, you get anesthetic. Actually, let's say you are going in and you're going to get laughing gas. They don't give you a pill for that laughing gas to calm you and relax you. And they don't give you an IV for that either. What do? They put a mask over your nose and mouth, and they ask you to breathe it in deep breaths and count down from 10. And most of us have a significant impact on the body well before we get down to 1. So when you breathe in those synthetic chemicals through the mask, your olfactory system is powerful enough to send signals to your body to impact your body in less than 10 seconds. Breathing it in is the fastest way to access the brain. This happens the exact same way with natural compounds found in essential oils when they're pure and potent. When we breathe in the natural compounds from our essential oils, they hit our olfactory nerve, and the olfactory nerve in turn sends signals to the limbic system. And that area of the brain is responsible for emotion, mood, memory, and smell. It's automatic. You don't even have to think about it. It just happens. And then the limbic system in turn sends signals to the rest of our body. And this can happen in as little as 30 seconds. There are a few ways you want to use your essential oils aromatically. You can breathe them in from your hands. So put a drop of whatever oil you want right now. If you have a sample in your hands, rub them together and just breathe them in and let yourself experience that. You can put 3 to 6 drops in a diffuser, and that is all you need, folks, with doTERRA. You don't need to, the mall oils say put 15 drops in your diffuser. You don't need that with doTERRA. Less is more. Or you can breathe them right in from the bottle or wear something like an aromatherapy locket or piece of jewelry. So if you have wild orange as a sample right now, I want you to take that out, put a drop in your hands and just inhale that beautiful aroma. Wild orange is an oil that's energizing, it's invigorating, it uplifts your mood. It's a natural stress reducer like all citrus essential oils. And it's an amazing experience. So many people use it to boost their mood when they're feeling low. And I take this oil wherever I go. It's well loved by kids as well. And then Easy Air or Breathe, if you're in the US, is our respiratory blend. It's a phenomenal oil to open up your airways, to support healthy lungs and clear breathing, open up your sinuses, and it helps you with a restful sleep. So I will often put this in the diffuser at night with something like lavender to promote good sleep in my bedroom. Oils in general are going to positively affect mood. They're going to cleanse the air when you're diffusing them, and they support the respiratory system. So that is the first way to use essential oils, aromatically. The second way you're going to use your essential oils is topically, and that just means on the skin. You can actually apply essential oils directly to the skin. For children and people with sensitive skin, you'll want to dilute them with something like fractionated coconut oil. That's just liquid coconut oil. It's just as effective and maybe even more so because you get great absorption and it just takes a little bit longer to absorb, but that's a good thing for us. Where are you going to apply your oils? You can apply them to the bottom of your feet. That's a great place. It has lots of nerve endings and access to the body. You can apply them to pulse points like the inside of your wrists or the side of your neck. Along the spine is an excellent place. And then any area where you are experiencing a concern. So if you have knee pain, you're going to go ahead and apply your oils to your knee. If you want an overall body effect, try the feet or along the spine. Something like a headache I talked about earlier with peppermint, you would apply to your temples. One of the oils we love for pain and inflammation in the body, if you're feeling achy and sore, is a blend to doTERRA that's specific to them called Deep Blue. My husband uses this oil in our chiropractic practice. And this one is great for easing tension and reducing soreness in the body. You can even use it before a workout as well. Another oil that people frequently use topically is called DigestZen or ZenGest. This is our digestive blend that helps to relieve anything to do with digestion, whether it's upset stomach, nausea, pregnancy-induced nausea, if you've got heartburn, or maybe you have constipation or diarrhea, this oil is for you and you can apply it topically to the belly and rub it in a clockwise motion. So that's the second way you're going to use oils, topically. Now, the third way you can use essential oils is internally. And I want to be very clear that I am not speaking about any other brand at this point, only doTERRA. You'll often read the bottles and they are not for internal use. I think, well, we know that that is related to their quality and purity. doTERRA's essential oils are not only safe for internal use, they are actually recommended. That CPTG standard that I was talking about means that these oils are medicinal grade and are completely safe to ingest, unlike most other brands. You can put them in your mouth, a drop under the tongue, pressed against the roof of your mouth. You can have a drop in water or tea or juice. You can add them to your smoothies or any food or dressings. You can cook with them. And if you don't like the taste, but you want the internal benefits, you can put a few drops in a veggie capsule. That's just an empty capsule. Click it together and then take it internally. It's like concocting your own little natural remedy. So if you think about a few different concerns for internal use, I would think digestion, I would think immune system support. Those are some great ways to use your oils internally. Lemon is an oil that we consistently use internally, and a lot of people will take their citrus oils daily internally to help support natural cleansing for the body and aid in proper digestion. Frankincense is another oil we use internally a lot. It's a wonderful oil. It has many, many great benefits. It promotes calming. It's an anti-aging oil. It helps with cellular support. And then a third oil that we love recommending internally is an oil called Copaiba. If you're someone who's experienced CBD oil or you have heard of it, you'll love this oil for its daily health and wellness benefits. So the third way you can use essential oils is internally. Now, I want to give you a bonus fourth way to use them. Maybe you've heard how toxic chemicals can influence our hormones and impact our health. Maybe you've heard the links between autoimmune and chemicals. We can use our essential oils to clean with in our homes. So we no longer in our household have any chemicals under our sink. We don't clean our house with any chemicals because we have young kids and we also have pets. We just use essential oils, water, and vinegar. That's all you do. We have a ton of DIY recipes that are really cheap to make and highly effective. And more on that in our continuing education webinars and on our Facebook page. So the 3 ways to use your oils are aromatically, topically, and internally. Now, I want to tell you how to get them into your home. There are 3 ways to purchase doTERRA essential oils. The first way is retail, but nobody really buys retail. You'd only buy your oils at retail price if you were at a chiropractic office, a spa, or another professional setting. It is the most expensive way to buy your oils. The second way is wholesale. This is kind of like having a Costco card where you have an annual membership that gives you access to their great products at the best prices. With doTERRA, having a wholesale account allows you to buy your essential oils and lifestyle products at 25% below the retail price. The third way, and the only way I buy my essential oils, is below wholesale. This is the smartest way to buy your oils, and you'll learn more about that in a couple of moments. As you've listened here to this webinar about the power of essential oils and how it can change our lives, you might be thinking, wow, this is actually more than I imagined. Well, doTERRA wants to support you on your essential oil and health journey. And our goal isn't to have you just buy a bottle of tea tree for acne or a bottle of Deep Blue for your pain. Our goal is actually to teach you how to live a natural lifestyle so that when things come up like pain or allergies or colds or flus, instead of reaching for medicine, you can reach for natural solutions that don't have any side effects. doTERRA has put together some kits that are cheaper than if you bought your oils individually, so that if you add up the cost of all the oils, the kits will always be more affordable. All of the kits include a wholesale membership for free that gives you access to your 25% off all year long. And you'll have everything you need at your fingertips. In a moment, I'm going to tell you about a few of my favorite kits. But first, I want to let you know what you can expect from me as your essential oil support, your link. When you get started with your essential oil journey with me and through me, you get a welcome package from me of goodies and samples and some great things that I think people really need when they get started on their journey. You also get a free personal consultation with me. So I get to use my knowledge and my health background and my expertise to help you based on what you're working on the most. I gift you a free essential oil app so that at your fingertips, you can learn whatever you want. Look up a health issue or look up an essential oil and find solutions. You get access to our VIP education and support group for life. You get community and giveaways and ongoing support. I never want you to buy an essential oil that you don't know how to use or that you just stick in a drawer somewhere, because they don't work if you don't use them. All right, so I told you about those kits. Now I'm going to go through a few of my very favorites for you. This is called the Simple Solutions Kit. It is a wonderful dip your toes in type of kit where it's our lowest price option and you get support for pain, sleep and stress, cleansing, and immune system. It's a really great start and it offers you a $46 savings. I would highly recommend that you add an oil onto this kit to make it more complete and so that you can get one of the freebies that I'll talk about shortly. You can add on the digestive blend, that Copaiba. You can add on Adaptive, which is our most successful oil, I would say, for helping with stress, overwhelm, anxiety, and more. You could add peppermint. You could add our supplements or even our digestive enzyme. The Healthy Start Kit is a great cross-sectional kit that covers, I would say, 80% of what you might face on a daily basis in your health. It's our most comprehensive, lowest price kit, and it comes with the top 10 most popular essential oils, as well as a 10-hour diffuser. The oils come in 5 ml bottles, and that gives you 80 to 85 drops per bottle. This kit saves you $69 off the wholesale price and costs $205 Canadian. The Healthy Habits Kit, this is a well-rounded kit if you need some more support in your life of vitamins and minerals and supplements and nutrition that way. It comes with 5 great oils, veggie caps to use, our Deep Blue Rub, our top selling supplement kit, and our Terrazyme, which are our digestive enzymes. Now, this kit, the Healthy Essentials Kit, is by far the kit that I sell the most because it's so well-rounded and the best value for your money. This kit comes in 15 ml bottles that give you 250 drops per bottle. It's going to help you address mind, body, and spirit. You get our Deep Blue oil. You get our Adaptive for stress and anxious feelings. You get On Guard for your immune system. Zengest or Digest Zen for digestive support. Breather Easy Air for your respiratory needs. Balance to help calm and settle you when you're stressed or when you need better sleep. Copaiba for everyday health and wellness. Peppermint, like I mentioned before. Lavender, the Swiss Army knife, and lemon. Before I move on, I want to tell you about our incentives. Within 3 days, if you get started with an essential oil kit, and you'll have an email following this with some links that you can click on for the kits. When you choose to get started with one of our starter kits, you can receive a Citrus Bliss essential oil blend for free if you do that within 3 days of watching this. And I'll send you your promo code to use. If you're choosing a larger kit and your point value of your order is over 300 points, you can receive both the Adaptive and the Citrus Bliss 15 ml. Okay, so we've gone through 3 cool things, 3 ways to use them, 3 ways to purchase, a few of the oils that people love the most, and some of our kit options to start with. I just want to tell you that there are 3 different types of people who come to these classes or my live classes. The first type of person is excited to live a natural solutions lifestyle. And when they learn about the power of essential oils, they can't wait to share the products with their family and begin integrating them, taking baby steps to make health improvements. doTERRA supports this type of person by providing free monthly essential oil education. And I support this type of person with those tools that I mentioned before: consultation, continuing education, and support. We want you to be successful on your journey. The second type of person is listening to this thinking, oh my gosh, my mother totally needs these oils, or oh, my friend totally needs these oils for her son or her daughter or herself. And these people naturally want to share what they love. doTERRA supports this type of person through a generous system to reward people who share the products. And as these people consistently share over time, they can have their oils that they purchase paid for each month. We like to call this free natural healthcare. And there are thousands and thousands of people all around the world who are currently receiving free natural healthcare from doTERRA. The third type of person has been watching me or watching this video thinking, that's what I want to do. I want to change people's lives through educating them about the power of essential oils and health. And doTERRA rewards this type of person through an incredibly generous compensation plan. And as these people educate others about the power of essential oils, they can earn enough to supplement or even replace and surpass their income so that they can become financially free. If you are number 1, let me know. Get your kit and get started. If you're a number 2 or number 3, let's set up another time to connect, and I'll tell you what's possible for you. Remember how I said in the beginning that my husband had eczema and that really started our essential oil journey? Well, that picture in the middle there is like a moderate flare-up that he had before we started using essential oils. We tried everything, you guys, and this was the first time he ever had a solution. Those pictures on the right, those are his hands now. And his hands, they used to be so sore picking up the kids and adjusting people. And it was a miserable experience for him. He hasn't had an eczema flare up in 3.5 to 4 years now. That's a big deal. But let me tell you a little bit about my journey. Once the oils started working for my husband, nobody really knew this at the time, but I was experiencing alopecia. I had developed bald spots, and the doctors didn't know why. They said maybe it's stress or maybe it's hormones. And I do think it was also the toxic load of chemicals that I had to use on the hospital all day, every day. Using hand sanitizer 80 times a day at least is not good for your body. So I lost hair, and I was so worried that it was going to keep falling out. I had 3 of these large spots on my head. So I started using the essential oils for my hair loss. And then I started using doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality supplementation. And I experienced significant improvements and hair regrowth for the first time in months and months. Picture 1 is before I started oils. Picture 2 is about 6 weeks in when I was using oils and before I started the Lifelong Vitality. Picture 3 is 6 months of Lifelong Vitality. That is significant growth. And picture 4 is about 20 months of Lifelong Vitality use. And now, if you saw my hair, I've had it cut a dozen times, and there are no signs of bald spots for me. I corrected my nutrition, reduced my toxic load, and used oils to reduce stress in my life. And I experienced the health benefits because of this. So this is the time in a class where I say, I want you to think about, what are your top 3 health concerns? What are you working on? And you might want to pause this and write a few things down. Is it stress? Is it digestion? Are your kids suffering from something? Is your husband? What I want you to do now is text me your top 3 health concerns. My number is 705-717-4007. And you can just say, hi, Wendy, it's so-and-so. These are my health goals. What would you recommend? And I will help you select the best possible option to get started with, the most cost-effective one. I have access to tons of textbooks and protocols, and I will use my expertise to make a great recommendation for you to get started. So text me your top 3 health concerns, and I'll let you know the best place to get started. Now, maybe you don't know this, but we teach a lot of live online classes for people, for their friends and family, and maybe their work colleagues or their employees even. We can specialize it. If you're someone who would like to host this type of event where I come on and I teach your family and friends, and you just invite some to the online presentation and I'll answer questions live, then I will send you this amazing little travel keychain kit. And for each and every person that attends the live presentation, I will fill up one of these bottles of essential oil. These keychains were so amazing for me when traveling. They stay in my kids' backpacks. They come to the cottage with us, and it's a really great way to have your oils on the go. So make sure you reach out to me and we can set a date for that. So the last thing I want to cover with you, and I'd love for you to stay on for this, you will receive an email with the recording to this webinar, as well as some links to get started. I would be honored to be your essential oil contact point, your guide, and to support you on a health and wellness journey, just like the hundreds of people I've helped before you. But right now, I want to share with you the joy of sharing oils, because I strongly believe this is doTERRA's best product. Our oils are phenomenal. They work amazingly. Our supplements are amazing quality and get people phenomenal results. But the doTERRA business opportunity and creation of residual income is really doTERRA's best product. And I want to tell you, take a couple minutes of your time and just tell you, I'm just going to scratch the surface on it. And then if you want to connect about it, let's do that. So why would you choose doTERRA? Why right now? There are lots of different direct sales companies out there, but why is doTERRA the best? Well, it is the largest essential oil company in the world by far. It's the most tested and most trusted organization for oils in the market, and doTERRA's oils are used by doctors and hospitals worldwide. They are leading the forefront of health, natural health, as far as oils is concerned. Our oils are ethically and sustainably sourced, and we work with growers and farmers around the world. And that really shows the heart and the culture of doTERRA. We're open in over 120 markets worldwide, so you can have oil customers or team members in any of those countries, and they are expanding phenomenally. doTERRA has had the same growth rate as Apple. You might be familiar with Apple. They reached $1 billion in sales in 7 years, and so did doTERRA. The doTERRA compensation plan is genius and very rewarding when you put in the effort. And we have an unprecedented retention rate for our customers of 65% or more of loyal customers that purchase month after month. The standard in the industry is actually only about 13% of people who continue to purchase a product through a direct sales company, and we're at 65% or more. doTERRA is a privately owned company, and it has an incredible ownership team. It is debt-free with no outside funding. One of the incredible things that I think recently that we definitely noticed that other companies have not noticed is we had a massive growth spurt during COVID-19. doTERRA soared. Our businesses expanded. People wanted natural solutions, and they're going to continue to pay attention to their health after this now. So this is a great time to get involved with essential oils with doTERRA. Some questions you might have. Well, how do I even make money with this company? How much time is involved? And could this work for me? And then what do I do? So how do I make money? Again, I'm just going to give you the general outline and scratch the surface of what we do. And then I have other presentations for you to watch on how to create a residual income and a financial pipeline and how you would get started. I also coach and mentor people in this way. So generally speaking, we sample people. Maybe you received a little brown bottle of sample essential oil before you visited this webinar. We share the oil with people, they try it, and when they've had a positive experience, we invite them to learn more. Then we teach them about oils. We teach them 3 cool things like we just did, 3 ways to use them, some of the kit recommendations, and then we help them get started by enrolling them with a wholesale account. After we've enrolled them with a kit that works the best for them, we provide support and continuing support for them through our Facebook groups, through our webinars, through our continuing education. And my entire team knows that any of their customers, and if you ever start the business with me, can attend any of the continuing education that I do. What is the income potential like? Well, this is so much different than a traditional job where you have a ceiling cap on what you can earn. I made really good money as a physiotherapist, but I had reached the ceiling. There was nothing more I could make, and I couldn't do overtime, and my hours were dictated by my environment, and I was limited to how much vacation time I could have. With doTERRA, the income potential is unlimited. Even if you get started with someone and they stop doing the business above you, that does not limit you like it does in other organizations. So our income potential, some people will look at the bottom end of this slope here and just focus there on Elite or Premier, where they want to get their products paid for. And that is perfectly fine. If you want to get your products paid for and get free natural health care, that's a great goal. Some people are looking to supplement their income and maybe make an extra car payment or pay down some debt or student debt, or maybe their mortgage, or maybe they want to make more, buy more organic groceries than they have before. So supplementing your income, you're looking at the income of the silver, gold, or platinum, anywhere between, $2,500 a month to $6,000 a month, okay, in those ranges. And then other people might set their goals even higher and replace or multiply their income. And with that, you're looking at a diamond income and above. And again, I'm just scratching the surface. We do have compensation webinars that talk about the 5 different ways that you earn income with doTERRA. So your next question probably is, well, how much time is involved? How's this, what does this look like on a daily basis? Well, the first thing I want to tell you is you can fit doTERRA into the nooks and crannies of your life. Maybe your main goal is actually to stay home with the kids more because you don't want to return after all this COVID to a crazy work environment. And maybe you've actually kind of secretly enjoyed your time at home more, even with all the unknowns. I know a lot of people are looking to start a side business or supplement what they're doing so that they can spend more time at home with their kids. If you're looking for getting your oils paid for in your free natural healthcare, that's as simple as 3 to 5 hours a week of sharing oils, teaching a little bit, and helping support people. If you want to supplement your income, you're looking at 5 to 15 hours a week, which is still really, really easy for most people. And then if you want to replace your income, that's more. That's 15 to 30 hours a week. And you don't just have to start there. You could start at just getting your oils paid for like I did. That's all I wanted to do. But now I'm a Blue Diamond leader with doTERRA. So if you want to replace and multiply your income, if you have big financial goals, then I've never really seen anyone be successful at replacing or multiplying their income with less than 15 hours a week, but you can totally do 15 hours a week. That's just eliminating your Netflix and maybe getting up a little bit earlier, maybe doing one class a week in the evenings. It's definitely a possibility for anyone to find 15 to 30 hours in their week. Could this work for you? Well, the first question would be, are you passionate about health and about oils? When you've used them for a while, you'll fall in love with them. Everybody does. And if you're passionate and you find yourself like sharing solutions with others and introducing them to oils, then yes, this could work for you. Do you love people? You do have to like people, and you do have to want to help people if you're going to be successful at sharing doTERRA. If you don't really like people, then this might not be for you, and that's okay. You can just use your products and get your products paid for if you're just sharing naturally with some close family and friends. And then, can you follow a tried and true system to grow a business? If you're someone who's like, Wendy, just tell me what to do and I'll do it, then this can work for you. We have an incredible system to follow that teaches you the ropes in such a beautiful and authentic way. You will never feel salesy with doTERRA. So if you've answered yes to 2 to 3 of those, this can work for you. So what is the next step for you? Well, do you have your wholesale account? If you don't, then you're going to use one of the links that I mentioned. That's going to come to you in email, and you're going to get started. If you are a wholesale account holder, you're going to want to talk to myself or the person who helped you get started about how you're going to upgrade, but talk to them first, okay? Then you're going to set up your loyalty rewards program for 100 PV. That is a requirement to earn commission with doTERRA. And I'll tell you, friends, that's the easiest thing that I do each month is get my products that I need on my everyday basis, and that qualifies me to earn income. Then you're going to reach out for help, and we'll plug you into all of our training resources that we have. If you want to check them out ahead of time, you're going to go to dailymentorcalls.com, and you can get started with the resources there. Guess what, guys? They're free. doTERRA, and we don't charge you for our business training. No, it's free. Anyone can do this. And then we'll start by making a list. But really the next step that's not mentioned here is connecting with me, and I'll tell you how you can build a pipeline, the value of creating residual income, and what that can mean for your life. So if you're a number 2 or a number 3, you want to share or build, make sure you connect in with me, and I will teach you how to create a long-term residual, true residual financial pipeline versus traditional employment where you're trading dollars for hours in your regular job or shift work. And I just want to add, though, that many healthcare practitioners, they're not looking, because I do have a lot of those on my team, they're not looking to give up their career. That's great. I love that. What many healthcare practitioners is they do is add in oils into their care so that they get the benefits for their patients, and so that they create a solid residual income so that we can work on pandemic proofing our businesses as well. All right, so that wraps this up for now. If you have any questions, make sure you respond to the email that you get. You're welcome to reach out to me, 705-717-4007, or you can email me at wendy@everydayessentials-life.com. That's where my website lives too. You can find me on Facebook or Instagram, or check out my YouTube channel for more information. We do have that continuing education series that you can plug into once you become one of our valued customers, and I look forward to helping and supporting you.